Alright guys, we're back. I told you this morning, if you'd watched this morning's video, that we had some Dan Vasc coming up. He's doing a cover of I Remember You by Skid Row. Now Skid Row is one of my favorite bands in the entire world. I should be wearing my Skid Row t-shirt. I don't have it on right now, unfortunately. But I did the exact same thing with Skid Row as I had done with all the bands when I was younger. I locked onto a single album and didn't really explore anything beyond that. And the album I locked onto for Skid Row was self-titled album, Skid Row, Skid Row. And absolutely loved that album. And this is off that album. And I believe it is anyway. Yeah, 90% sure. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what Dan does with it. I'd love to explore some more Skid Row. I had a little, what was that one album called? Oh, I forget now. I don't know. I heard a few songs from a couple of different albums, but nothing. I've never sat down with any other album other than Skid Row, Skid Row. So, that being said, here we are listening to more Skid Row, Skid Row. But through Dan Vasc. Let's see what he does with it. He's got a really good voice. He should knock this out of the park, although Skid Row, really hard vocals to follow because, he's the man. He's got the vocals. He's got the chops. So we'll see how he does. Big shout out to all these guys. Thank you very much for requesting songs. If you'd like to request songs, which I don't have any currently, links in the description below. And let's clean up the screen. Let's just get into it.
The sound of pouring rain. The wind will whisper, I think of you. And all the tears you cry, they call my name. When you need of me, I came through. Paint a picture of the days gone by, when love and blind and you will make me see. Into your eyes, so that I knew that you were not for me. Time
Hey my friends, so glad to see you here today, and I want to ask you, what songs would you like me to cover on this channel? Would you like me to cover more Skid Row? Let me know in the comments below, and you still have 1 week to get the Don't Mind the Wimps merch. You can get it on represent.com/store/Dan Vasc. Only 1 week left. So go there, grab yours, and support the channel. I hope to see you next time. Until then, have yourself an epic day.
Underneath of me, I came through. Paint a picture of the days gone by, when love and blind and you will make me see. I'd stare a lifetime into your eyes.
Alright. Alright. Boy. Now I'm going to be objective with you guys. Going into Skid Row covers, I always feel really bad for whoever's attempting it. Skid Row is one of the hardest acts. Like, their songs are unbelievable, and that's all because of the frontman of Skid Row. What's his name? Sebastian Bach. That guy can freaking sing. In fact, I saw an interview with him once, and somebody asked him about the danger of blowing out his voice, and he literally said, "I don't care, as long as I make it sound the way it's meant to sound. I will blow out my voice." And in fact, that's what happened. Later in life, he didn't have a voice left. So, that being said, I'm afraid on this one, I'm going to have to give it to Skid Row. Now, I know I have a lot of Dan Vasc fans on my channel. I am one of them. But objectively, when I was listening to this, I literally in my head, I heard the original song and his version kind of going off in my head at the same time, and I was doing a kind of a mental comparison, because I've heard this song so many times. I can literally hear the original song in my head. And he had the essence of it. He had the, like, it was unmistakably Skid Row when he did it. But there were a few notes that he didn't quite get to. They were a little higher in the original than Dan's version. A few places where he switched it up a bit, and I understand, he switches it, he makes it his own. I get that, I'm not knocking that. But, I think at the end of the day, when we got to the, to the completion of it, I'm still going to have to give it to Skid Row. I enjoyed that version more. I'm sure I have a little bit of bias. I am a longtime Skid Row fan, especially of this album. So take that into consideration. I'm being honest with you guys, but it's pretty hard to beat Skid Row. And I'm not saying just Dan Vasc. I'm saying anyone. You name any artist, and they're going to have a problem with Skid Row. I'm fairly certain of it. It won't be perfect first time out, or 10th time out, or 20th time out, possibly. I'm just saying. That's the power of a voice like that. Excuse me. I'm coughing. Anyway, I I wanna love Dan's versions of everything. And I do. He has a very powerful voice. He gives it his all. But sometimes the originals have to be kind of nodded to as well, because sometimes there's just no replacing that original sound that we know and love, which Dan knows and loves, because that's why he's covering it, right? So anyway, that's my opinion, just mine, not yours. You can have any opinion you want, that's cool. Big shout out to all these guys. Thank you very much for requesting songs. If you do want to request a song, it's wide open. Links in the description below. And yeah, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. There's a couple more. I don't know what yet, but we'll find something. See you then.